celebration for Day of the Dead, we are going to create our own sugar skulls. So Mr. Skelly and I, we're going to show you how to draw a sugar skull, and it's super easy and you can decorate it however you want. So the supplies you need are, of course, are going to be paper, a pencil, markers, crowns, and whatever you like to use for color. Alright, so I will see you guys on the drawing cam. So sugar skulls are actually a dessert, and they are chocolate that are decorated to celebrate the dead, and you can design them any way you want to. So to begin our sugar skulls, we are going to not make them out of food, but we're actually going to draw them instead. We're going to make 2 circles about the same size, kind of towards the middle of our paper, but up towards the top. So try your best to make them the same size. They're about this size, maybe a little bit bigger than a quarter. And if you want to use a circle tracer, feel free. My circles aren't the best. I have one of these guys, but I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to freehand my circles the best I can. All right. So there are my circles. Now, once you have your circles, we're going to flip our paper over and we're going to draw our nose. And for our nose, we are going to draw a heart in the middle of our circles. Now, I'm drawing in Sharpie here, so I'm trying not to make any mistakes, but if you make a mistake, it's okay. So an upside down heart, it doesn't have to be a perfect heart either. So there's my heart, and I'm gonna flip my paper back around. So we have our eyes and our nose. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to draw a line on either side of our eye, on the right side, and then on the left side of our left eye. All right, so then we're gonna come down. I'm gonna kind of follow my line here, and we're gonna make a cheek that kind of ends towards the end of our nose. Same thing on the other side. Can't see where I'm stopping, but that looks about close enough. Okay, so next we are going to draw our forehead. So it's like a big upside down U. You're gonna kind of start by the end of your cheek and come up the best you can, and then start to come down. And one side longer than the other side, it's okay. All right, so next we are going to draw in our cheeks here for our teeth. So we're gonna come in a little bit and then come down. Same thing on the other side. So you're gonna come in and then come down. And then what I want you to do is kind of a little bit above the bottom of that line is to create a curved line, and this is for our teeth. All right. Oh, mine's not really curved, but that's okay. I kind of goofed. No big deal. All right. So now we are going to make a kind of like a J-shaped line, and it's going to curve and connect it to the bottom of the line we just finished. So we're going to kind of start in the middle of our cheek, curve line, and connect it to the sideline. All right. So one of our last things we have to do is then finish up our bottom of our jaw chin here before we add our teeth. So we're going to kind of go next to almost kind of in line with our forehead line a little bit, but a little bit less. Gonna make it go down, just kind of like a U. And then come in. All right, so our skeleton's kind of taking form here. And if you want to add, the rest of his skeleton, for his neck, you may. It's totally up to you. All right, so for his teeth, you are going to make a line in the center, kind of like where his nose makes that pointy, that little V there. So you're going to kind of follow that in the line. And then on either side of that, you're going to make 2 smaller lines. Same thing on the other side. Easy, right? Super easy. We are almost there. We just have to draw his teeth. All right, so then from here, you're going to make a U, and we're just connecting our lines by making U's. Now I'm going to make another little line on this side and maybe another one over here. So we are going to just keep on connecting our lines with U's. Okay, and then at the bottom, same thing. And your teeth don't have to be perfect. Nobody's teeth are perfect. All right, so there is our basic drawing for our sugar skull. Now the next thing we're gonna do is we are going to add designs, patterns, so anything you want to. So feel free to check out my Google Doc slides on different patterns and ideas to create your own. So I'm gonna continue with my sugar skull, and you are free to follow my directions on how I'm making mine, but you are welcome to design and create your sugar skull any way you want to. All right, so I can't wait to see what these look like when they're all finished. So I'm gonna start with my eyes. I'm gonna make a circle in the middle of each eyeball, and I'm gonna make flowers in my eyes. So I'm just simply gonna make flower petals inside my eyeballs. I'm going to then make some flower petals on my cheeks. Double line. And take your time. There's no rush to finish these, and we can continue these next week also. Same thing on the other side. And I'm going to add a little leaf in here. I'll make one here. Comes out from the side. Same thing on the other side. So I want to make symmetry on both sides of my skull as best as I can. So I'm going to make a really, really big one up top here. So if you get stuck, feel free to look at the samples that I put in Google Classwork folder. There's tons of good ones, and think about your color combinations too as you are drawing these. Put like a teardrop shape between his eyeballs. And I'm gonna go around my eyes. I'm gonna make another circle around the best that I can to tape it even. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I should have started and done this in pencil first, but oh well. I'm just gonna continue. All right, so I'm gonna add some like U shapes. And it's okay if it's not perfect. This is my first sugar skull, so it's a learning experience here. Same thing on this side. Maybe I'll add backwards teardrop shape. Another one here. And then I'm gonna go around his teeth. And draw some little dots. And one more flower. And I'm going to shoot up with some leaves on the side. So I kind of had this symmetry effect where I did one side match the other side of my skull. So you want to try to do that the best you can. And there is my finished sugar skull. So just try your best. And next I'm going to add color. So whatever color combinations you want to use, it is totally up to you. And I'm going to do some more circles just around my eyeballs here. All right, so there's my sugar skull. I am next going to add some color.